So I'm Dr. Robert Mather. I'm here with Rogelio Almeida Jr. He is the co-director of One Take Films. He's the founder of OKCine Latino Film Festival, and we're going to talk a little bit with him today about the film festival. So Rogelio, would you tell us a little bit about your film festival?
So thank you for having me.
Of course.
And the film festival, it's on the 6th year now. We're going to be celebrating our 6th anniversary, our 6th year, March 6th and 7th.
Well, that's fantastic. That must be one of the longer running festivals here in Oklahoma City.
It's one of the few. Of course, Dead Center's been around for 20 years, and the Bare Bones has been around for a little bit over than that. So we're just trying to trail behind. And it's funny that you bring up other festivals. It was because of Dead Center's guidance and mentorship that we were able to start our film festival, thanks to their executive director Lance McDaniel and all the people there that help us kind of get this festival started.
When I was at Dead Center's Okie Shorts, in which one of your La Mercancia, which is a disturbing but fun film, very well done. When that film premiered and everything, so they discussed with you afterwards, it was obvious how much they value your role in the community, in the film community of Oklahoma. And so I've been impressed by what I've heard about your festival. There's several different components to it, right? You've got a 2-day festival with, I believe, a red carpet event on the first day. The second day, you've got a free screening at Capitol Hill Library, and then you've also got a month-long youth workshop. Tell us a little bit about the workshop.
Yes, so the workshop is one of the things that we're the most proudest. It started on the 3rd year of the festival, and it was just because we saw the necessity that just by attending other film festivals here in Oklahoma and in other states, that we noticed that there weren't that many Latino filmmakers. And we figured that the best way to encourage other filmmakers is to start them young, go out there, do outreach in the most predominantly Latino high schools and recruit these young students, who have an interest in filmmaking and that would take on, the mantle, for the next generations to come. So that's kind of the story behind, having these workshops. And we do 5 weekend workshops during the whole month of February, and we teach the students to how to write their scripts, how to create their characters, how to film, how to edit, and they get the chance to showcase their short film at the film festival.
So how much does it cost for that workshop?
It's free. So
free.
We don't charge anything. It's all thanks to the sponsors, of Historic Capitol Hill and their generosity, and they, of course, the Capitol Hill Library doesn't charge us a thing either. It's a community space, and so we're able to offer these workshops free of charge to all these students, and so we're just really grateful that they're able to come out every, because I know it's on a Saturday morning, and they're kids, and we just they already had a full week's worth of school and homework, and then we asked them to show up on a Saturday morning, like from 9 a.m. to like 1 p.m. Sometimes they stay till 2 p.m. Because the workshops just they're very informal, very kind of like a hands-on type of workshop. So they get to work with cameras, they get to see short films that they may not ever heard of, and so there's a lot of opportunity for these kids to come up and to learn a lot of the basics of filmmaking.
And so you target kind of recruiting underrepresented Latino areas for the filmmaking workshop promotion, but anybody can attend, right?
Correct. That's correct. Yes.
And what a wonderful opportunity for them to get to showcase their films at a large-scale film festival. How does that usually go? So
it's really, to me that's the most impactful thing for them, because a lot of these kids will probably never heard of a film festival, and I go back to my personal experience, like me wanting to become a filmmaker was because of a film festival. I attended a film festival in Duncan, the Trail Dance Film Festival, and on their 2nd year, and I was like, wow, a film festival, I wonder what that is. So I went in there, I thought it was going to be just me watching films, but I got the chance to see the actual filmmakers that made those films come up, and they were able to, answer questions. So I was able to interact with them. Mm-hmm. And to me, that's the most impactful thing. So having these kids being able to go up there on stage, talk about their film and their creativity and how they make their film and what they learn and what they're hoping to do like the next few months or years. It's to me that's the what makes it so impactful.
Well, it was obvious when I was at the Dead Center event, the tight-knit filmmaking community, right? You all support each other, and everybody supports this particular festival, which has been very popular. I guess, like you said, it's been 6 years. So what's the opening night red carpet event like?
So the opening night starts on a Friday, early on around 5-6 p.m., and it would have. We have an opening act, music, and then we showcase some of the best of the international films that we receive over the course of the submission process. We're going to be showing about 12 short films on that Friday, and then we're going to have some Q&As with some of the filmmakers that will be attending. We're also going to be showing our youth film workshop short film, and then we will have the students up there. And then we're going to receive an award, and they're going to get to talk, and they get to interact with the audience, and the audience can get a chance to ask them questions, and then we're going to end up the night with the party. We'll have a Latin band, we'll have salsa, we'll have bachata, merengue, and so they're going to be able to have a fun night. And so that's going to be the opening night on Friday, and then on Saturday we're going to be moving. That's going to be happening at the Yale Theater, which is a brand new. Renovated space down in historic Capitol Hill, and then the following day we're going to be moving on to the Metropolitan Library in the Capitol Hill, and that's going to be a free event. It's going to be from noon to 5, and we're going to have 2 screens. So we're going to have 2 screening rooms, room 1 and 2, and we're going to be showing documentaries and also feature films, and then some other short films as well.
Wow, that sounds like a lot of fun.
It sounds like a lot of fun. It sounds a lot of material, a lot of entertainment, and I think the main thing that you can get out of this is like just to learn and see what other filmmakers are doing around the world.
And so you mentioned around the world. So it's not just filmmakers from Oklahoma City or just student films. There's, what's the reach of this festival?
So this is now it's an international film festival. We get films from Spain, from Argentina, from Brazil, from Portugal. We get films from Cuba, from Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, and Mexico, and. We have some from Venezuela and some from Bolivia as well. And so it's a very varied international selection of films that we're able to put in this film festival.
And all of the films are either in English or have English subtitles, correct?
That's correct. So most of the films are going to be in Spanish, but they will have English subtitles. So do not be afraid of English subtitles.
Right. So, and I got to have the experience of being a judge for this competition.
That's correct.
And they're amazing. I really enjoyed watching all of the films. 60, I believe, is how many I watched. 60 short films, and the quality of so many of the films is very high quality. The stories are creative, and it's a lot of fun watching the kind of the output of these artists.
Yes, and then I want to thank you for doing that as well. Every year we usually we invite different members from the community to be part of our judging committee. Of course, the lead judge is Dr. Guillermo Martinez Otelo, who's also a professor here at UCO. And
a world-renowned expert in Spanish films, right?
Absolutely, yes. Very well-renowned. He knows a lot of the what goes in the film festivals, and he's been one of the biggest supporters, and he's been one there since I think since our second film festival. So again, what the judges do, it's like they go through all of the films. We got close to 100 submissions from all over the world, and then we just have to select about 20 films. So it's because of the judges, your hardest job is to watch all the films and make all the selections of what is going to be shown at the festival.
Well, it's a tough job, but the films that are not selected were fun to watch also. So you're going to see the best of the best, particularly probably the first night, and then the second night with 2 different screens, you should be able to see a lot of movies.
Yes, it's going to be a lot of different, from documentaries to dramatic films to science fiction, from dramatic work to comedy. So we have a good feel of different genres. So,
and given what I saw when I watched all the films, I would say that PG-13 would be the highest rating for any of those, right?
That's correct. That's correct.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, and thank you for watching, and we hope you'll come check out the OKCine Film Festival on March 6th and 7th. Thank you very much.